All right, we'll start it early. Start it early. Rudy's rushing me. I was just chilling here the whole time, just reading chat. Yo, Casper, thank you. Oh, is that kind of loud? Is this loud, guys? Like it's kind of loud. Better? No, better, better. We good there? Maybe. I think we're good. Tell me if we're not. Can you guys hear? We chilling. Someone tell me. Is Mike good? What's up, Avian? What's up, everyone? Guys, today, I don't know. Like, I'm liking it, but I'm also not liking it. You guys know how yesterday went? We got a nice W on DAX here. Actually, guys, let's go up yesterday's win. Nah, but don't say I stayed up. Rudy, it's bad luck, man. It's 8:45 a.m. What the fuck, Jocko? Holy. It's a good time for you. But yesterday, guys, price ran. I mean, just look at this. 1 to 8 potential. And you guys heard me even say price could and can run way further again. Wow. But when I do, or I actually already did go and put this into my journal as data and did talk about how future trades I could see myself possibly looking to run partials or like let a position run, let a runner go, or just move to break even and let the entire position run, especially when I have very, very good confidence in the fact that price should come down and facilitate this pullback, as well as sweep the lows that I was expecting price to sweep, which was Asia lows. Right. So yesterday's trade was fucking fire, guys. Absolutely fire. But today, let's talk about it. So you heard me just say that price has not yet. What's up, bottom buck Nalani? In all the students in the mentorship, you were at the top of my favorite and you just dropped down a couple spots. After that comment, you dropped down a couple spots. I'm top bunk. Today's crap, Jocko. Yeah, it is. Fuck. Well, good morning. I'm kidding. Nah, I know. But again, let's go into it. You guys heard me just say price has not fully facilitated that 4-hour pullback. And with price being so bearish yesterday, I do expect price to continue to push down a little bit more. Again, it doesn't have to happen necessarily. But as far as right now and my bias right now, I do think price has potential to move higher. Being that we do still have Tokyo highs in New York highs from yesterday unswept. Again, this is a lot of liquidity sitting here, a fuck ton of liquidity. So I could be open for buys, right? Really, really could be open, even though the overall higher time frames expecting price to pull over. One thing that does look good for buys too is seeing that we could pull into this area of inefficient price, treat it as a fair value gap, come into here and then sell off and continue the overall pullback. That's what I'm thinking price is going to end up doing. Again, buys are good too, just because we just swept Asia lows. So if we did get that bullish push at open, I could shoot. The one thing I don't like, and I would act on it, is if I did get in here as soon as price swept. Oh shit, Tokyo lice. Actually, Tokyo has got swept, guys. Didn't even realize that. Technically they did, but there's still a lot of liquidity up here. So I'd still think about it. Stops would be massive as of right now. Stops would be all the way down here. So again, am I going to take it? Possibly, possibly not. Really just depends. I'm not going to shoot on anything that I just don't feel comfortable with. Again, we already won yesterday. I'm already chilling. I don't need to shoot. I know, Rudy, you stayed up. I'm sorry. Always happens. But, you know, I only want to give quality. But again, we still may shoot. So let's go over UK 100. Because again, I'm still liking buys on UK 100 as well. Yes, we're sitting within this bullish leg here. We looking like we're facilitating this pullback in this internal bearish range. But if we broke higher here, again, I could see price coming in, sweeping Tokyo highs. Yes, price could then come lower, but I do think price is bound to sweep those highs. But personally, especially if we get that bullish push, I think we're good to shoot. We don't shoot blanks here, dog. Yeah, we don't. Is there news? What news is it? Oy. Okay, good to know, good to know. But again, with price selling here, like I would really, if I were to be looking for sells, I'd want to like sell off of this area. So I'd want to see price reject this, come back up, and then come back down. But even then, I'm not a fan of the lower time frame when it comes to sells. Higher time frame, yes, it looks amazing. Lower time frame, no. But UK 100 could do something different. We could see a push into these highs. Just peep the daily. The daily. See, again, we're just not looking the best. Not looking the cleanest. I've seen better days. 4 hours looking good for sells, potentially. Give me 1 second. I don't know. Not really liking price, guys. I really don't. When we stop 10 minutes, we'll see what happens. Okay. Again, I'm not gonna rush anything, guys. Not worth it. Let's try my phone. So what are you guys up to? Oh, Forex. If you guys haven't seen my weekly outlook in my Discord, go check it out. Just posted it. Hopefully we'll see some setups on Forex this week. Again, I'm expecting some, but you guys know Forex has been absolutely, it's just ridiculously slow. Just not a lot. We are going into a new month. So let's see what happens. So what do you guys, I'm not shooting again. If price does break pre-London, again, you guys know I'm not going to shoot. But again, sells kind of look decent as well. I mean, not looking bad. Let's say if price did buy up pre-sweeping this liquidity, I could see us possibly selling. It'd be nice to see price fill in this gap right here. That'd be beautiful for sells. Price came and filled in this gap, and then we did open bearish and ran into these lows. But the one thing is, again, those lows aren't a 101, so I'd move to break even as soon as we show up these lows if I were to continue to hold, or I could just be content with profits. But I just watch you trade it. Yeah. I might, Nolani, you'll see. Yeah, I could say so. Maybe not entirely, but yeah. Is the market open yet? Yeah, of course. But like London session's not open yet. London has opened. But again, guys, we'll see. Not the cleanest bias, guys. I may not even shoot. I may just watch price. And again, that's why I always support. If you guys have your own system, your own plan, come in here. If you want to shoot, shoot. But again, it's very, very. Still have 8 minutes. Let's see. How do you enter a trade? Like if you're asking like my like system as far as like how I personally enter, is I just mainly look for I look for main points, previous sessions, previous day highs and lows, and I look to again target these areas at London open, so I can expect price to manipulate. In this case, either the highs or the lows, and this is why I'm not as confident today. I don't think as confident is the word, but again, yesterday's trade was way better. So like yesterday, if we go to DAX, the reason I entered is because came up, we manipulated Asia highs, we took liquidity on sell side, so I can infer that price at open, if we were to open bearish like we did, breaking the support, I can infer that price should sell off and manipulate the lows, because that's our next area of liquidity. And again, that's exactly what we did. So that'd be the same approach I take here. So like, let's say price just manipulated these lows. Yes, we kind of technically did sweep Tokyo highs, but we still have a lot of liquidity sitting up within here. Like all this liquidity is right here. So if price were to break out bullish during open and break these highs, I can infer that price should run for at least a 1-to-1 or just to sweep these highs. But again, is it worth entering because how big of stop loss is going to be? Probably not. So UK 100 would look a little bit better, but UK 100 is looking quite opposite. We're looking like sells in this case, to be honest. If price were to open bearish, of course. But again, once again, stop is pretty big. TP, if we were to run it to session lows, isn't really a one-on-one. Is it worth it? Personally, I don't think so. What does sweep mean? Like it took liquidity, like it came above that area of and swept liquidity, took a sell side liquidity. I just say it's swept liquidity. People say manipulate, purged, induced. Basically meaning like imagine orders. It's like in this case right here, price clearly had a bearish reaction. You can imagine that there's a bunch of people that sold at this area to cause price to go down. So when price comes above these areas, you can infer that price swept all these previous sell orders that were sitting here, sweeping liquidity, giving price, fuel to now push. Do you know what I'm saying? Hopefully. I'm trying to lock in. The fucking pre-after gym made me up. Oh yeah. What does liquidity do? I mean, there's liquidity, liquidity's everywhere. Is that how you would get your money? I mean, again, the entire market's liquidity. Everything's liquidity, but you can use liquidity to find better entry and exit points to, in return, make money. Again, in trading, someone has to lose in order for you to win. So yes, technically you have to take someone else's money. You have to liquidate someone. Someone has to lose. So impulsive moves up to push down. What happened to you? Let's catch a banger. Tay, I know, maybe. Again, guys, for everyone that just joined, a bunch of people just joined today, not looking too good. You guys should have been here yesterday. Wasn't a lot of you in here. Caught a banger. Actually ran for a 1-8. I did not catch a full 1-8. That's pretty fucking insane. But today's looking a little bit less, or today's looking pretty chopped. That's just me being straightforward. Not really the best entries. Even if I were to even if price were to give me an entry, I feel like stops would just be too big where it's not worth it. Yes, price can end up running, but maybe I shoot. Who knows? But I don't think I am. I think price may react bearish here, but I could be totally wrong. Spread is fucking massive. So the trend is in consolidation right now. Not really. I mean, UK 100s, we're pushing bullish. We just we're facilitating this pullback is what it looks like. So again, could be bound to push higher from here, but my analysis behind it is I do think price, if it were to open bearish, would run and sweep these lows. That's if we open bearish. If we open bullish, obviously we're probably going to run to the highs. At that point, I'll probably just sell and watch again. I'm probably going to end up doing that anyways. But I do kind of like sells. I do. Maybe I just wish this was a full 101. God is good. You're right, Ivan. I agree with you. So what does it mean if the line goes in green? What do you mean? What do you mean if the line goes in green? Sorry, I don't know what you mean. Holy, price is flying. Not entering, guys. I'm fine watching price just do its thing. But we could react to this area and then just top wick down, which could be really nice for sells potentially. But oh, that was even the opening candle. What the fuck? Oh shit, now it's the opening candle. Again, I'm not shooting, guys. There's nowhere for me to really enter off of except the break of this high. But even then, that point, there's too big of a stop loss. It's not worth it. Price were to top wick and come down from here. Beautiful, beautiful. But again, I still said price could be bound to run higher. In this case, we just weren't sitting in a good spot within this range, truly. It's a pretty crazy top wick. Can't lie. But Jocko, I have a truck and a little sporty car. Baby, you're not even chatting up. This is crazy. I want to get a BMW M4, but I feel like that shit's fucking, I was gonna say trash or not trash. Luca just got a crazy car. I love Luca's new car. Dude, I went with him to pick it up. It's so nice. So nice. Guys, at this point, like, again, I'm not gonna enter. Yeah, I live in California. I don't live in San Diego just yet. I think I'm actually gonna move there by the end of the year. I'm not gonna say like why yet, but there's specific reasons, like why I'm saying the end of the year. But you guys will see why. I have bad internet. Of course you do, Cartoony. Don't you live in fucking, where do you live, Nigeria? Rice Ninja. See, I know why too. Guys, price may just come up, manipulate highs here and run back down. I'm not too sure. Again, I'm fine just watching price. I know you just asked how would I enter. In this case, I wouldn't. I would have entered possibly for buys at a break of this high. But the reason I didn't and I held out of it, because even if you were to enter here, price is most likely going to run up to Asia highs. We could continue to fly past it. We really could. But we also could see a massive reaction after taking this liquidity to the downside. That could either take you at a break even or give you a loss. Even if price were to continue higher, we could see a reaction. It could sell off and then go higher. And again, it's just not worth it for me. The RR wasn't there. I don't think personally it's not worth it. Again, I'd rather wait for tomorrow. There may be a better setup. Again, we also have 4th of July. We have a bank holidays this week or this week. Again, we're dealing with UK 100 and DAX. We may not see too much of an effect, maybe some. You cut chair buys on April 7th. What the fuck? Okay, cartooning. Good to know. Good to know, my man. Good to know you cut buys then. Again, guys, DAX is reacting weird too. Even if I were to enter on DAX as well, it would have been like most likely a break of like this high as well. Maybe even this high. Again, just price did not look as good today as it has the last couple weeks. Even Jocko agreed with me that he's gonna, I'm trading DAX and UK 100. Yeah. Was I scared on my first live trade? Yeah, and I'll tell you why, because it was like, dude, when I first started trading, my first year of trading, I was trading live. Like, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was still trading live. I was scared. Yeah, I mean, but again, like, I think that exposure early on helped me now. Like, it definitely did help me when I like really, it did. And that's why, like, I do kind of support people getting that exposure. But the thing is, like, I did lose money because, again, it was my first year of trading. It's, you know, you're bound to. You have to lose money. You have to, guys. Next tomorrow is not always promised. Cartoony, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here. You already pissed me off. I know it's not promised tomorrow, but guess what? I'm gonna come back tomorrow and I'm gonna fucking win. And then after I win, I'm gonna talk so much shit on you. So much shit. Introduce me prop firms. Huh? How consistent are your payouts? Pretty consistent. Yeah, it just depends like when I want, because again it's live. Most that I trade is live, so it just depends on what I want to withdraw, when I want to withdraw. If I'm trying to build an account. Just really depends on what I'm feeling. Pretty consistent. I mean, with GatesFX, I mean, I love GatesFX. If you guys aren't trading with GatesFX, if you are trading live, honestly, like it's not even just because I trade with them. It's just fucking. I use prop firms every now and then, Avian. And this is what I've been talking about. Is I want to start trading more future prop firms. Play my live accounts introduce prop firms. Yeah, but the thing is, like with me, is like prop firms can be good, but at the same time, prop firms can also hold a lot of people back. Just again, there's a lot of fuck rules, and those rules are meant for you to lose. Like I kid you not, they are. They're meant for you to fucking lose. So, I think live takes the cake, for sure. And again, yeah, Mercy futures are the wave. So like I was just saying, I think I'm going to end up pushing into futures as well. There's actually reasons why to that that you guys will see soon. But gonna go to the futures route again. I've already talked about just doing a little account pass and on live just to see how it goes. But again, like the Top Step doesn't offer UK 100 or DAX. Apex does. You guys know how fucked up Apex is. It's just shit show waiting to happen, but I'm still willing to hop up in here and, you know, give it a shot. Because why not, you know? So, especially because we've been pretty fucking consistent. So, again, we'd run it up for sure. Fuck no, Chew, I'm not trading no gold. Fuck no. Dude, I'd blow the account in the first fucking day. That's a joke. But no, not trading gold. Look for sales now. Asia has manipulated, possibly. Again, I think I'm just chilling right now, honestly. Like I'm not looking to really shoot anymore, guys. I know there's a bunch of you in here, and I called a banger yesterday. Like you guys have to be here every single day. I'm sorry if you can't, but you really should be, because again, you never know the day I'm going to sit on my hands and wait because it's a bad market, choppy price. Again, there's nothing really worth it. And again, it is what it is. Sorry, Nick, I can't stay longer. Gotta try and sleep before I wake up. Yo, Ivan, appreciate you coming though, bro. I appreciate you. Hella. Not like once I'm profitable. Nick, next to Master London session. Yes, sir. Yeah, Ivan. Again, I'm always here. I'm live all week, every single week, for the entire year, I'd say. So, or like for the entire rest of the year. So again, always hop in here, always be in here. Yeah, again, master your session, come back. Again, you can always take notes from this session. You don't have to necessarily trade it. Again, I always support people coming in here, just learning, getting a second opinion. Again, if you have your own system, shoot. If we have the same analysis, like, we're going to make money together, at least majority of the time. If we have different analysis, a different bias, again, shoot, follow your plan. I may be wrong. You never know. Again, I was expecting sells, didn't get the entry. Again, I'm fine with that. And price bought up. If you're expecting buys, and buys still did look good. Again, I came into the stream saying buys did look really good, but again, entering here, this is where stops would be. Yes, I'd probably be at a 1-to-1 about now, but actually I wouldn't be yet, but pretty close. But again, with Tokyo highs there, I'd probably be at break even for sure. Thanks, Nick. I hear you. Hell yeah. Nick, so what do you think about the earrings? Cartoony, I know you got earrings. I'm not going to comment on this. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. That's my comment. Gold is for sure a beast. It is. I want to trade on funded account. Which one is to buy? Forex, FTMO, 100K or futures? It depends on what markets you trade, Lena. What markets do you trade? If you tell me what markets you trade, I'll tell you exactly who to go to. No, of course, no, I do not wear earrings. I am a guy, bro. Cartoony, what are you trying to say? Guys can't wear earrings? Cartoony, Get your fucking sexist ass out of my chat. Or I give you a timeout. Get out of here. We don't condone that shit. Just gold. If it's just gold, honestly, I would go with Top Step. Go with Top Step. Nicks, what do you think about dudes who smoke while trading? Honestly, I think if that dude is calling consistent bangers and consistently going on win streaks and making his chat probably upwards of 5 figures already, I think you can fuck yourself, Cartoony. Yeah, fuck you. Res Ninja, I'd say the same thing. Cartoon is from Punjabi. He doesn't know any better. He's from Punjabi? Or is Punjabi a place, or is that like a race? You know what I'm saying? Nalani, I think you're like, what is it? There's a word for it. From Punjab. Oh, okay. Damn, Nalani, you know a lot about Cartoony. I don't even know that much. Thanks for the defense, Nalanis. These guys don't know me. I have an FF account for New York session. Yeah. Again, like Lena, I say Top Step. Again, look into it. I say futures. Go with futures. It's again, if you're trading gold, you really shouldn't be trading Forex. In my personal opinion. Sounds like a bad word you called someone. It does. How much are you making each month from prop firms? I don't really trade prop firms anymore, so it's not a lot. It just depends. Depends on if I'm placing trades or if I'm not. Again, live is where I'm at right now mostly. But I'm going to hop back into prop firms and start running it up with futures. Just because why not? Meanwhile, hits a binker right before we finna catch a banger. Dude, well, it looks like we're selling off on DAX. We could catch a banger. Punjab is a state in India. Oh, oh my god, I can't see your name. I'm sorry. Odd Arya, are you from Punjab or no? Only Forex can have his clarity London session. Yeah. Who said it wasn't, buddy? Said it wasn't, buddy. Cartoony, how are you arguing with him? He's like almost defending you. What the fuck? Get a grip, Cartoony. Guys, I mean, you could end up selling here. I can't lie to you. But one thing about it is, again, I do like the fact that we have not facilitated the entire pullback. The daily looks like we can continue to push lower. I'm thinking price could push lower here. Not gonna lie to you. Should we shoot or no? I don't know. I don't know if I want to shoot, guys. I don't think I am. Not a fan. I'll watch it. I already have a fucking W this week, so I'm not stressing. Send me some butter chicken is crazy. Nolani, what the fuck? Crazy. Price sells off, guys, and we end up missing a banger. Again, I'm still going to put this into data if it does end up running, because again, with price looking like this on the daily, I can't expect price to flip here potentially. Maybe stupid for me not to enter, but 36% off right now. Code to Freedom 50. I think it is 50% off. Guys, probably should have entered. No, but I really think price will run. I hope you guys got in. Again, I'm not shooting. I still think it's good, but I'm chilling with profits on the week already. I'm not looking to shoot, especially if I know tomorrow is gonna come around the corner and probably produce some W. So Alpha Capital futures are the cheapest one prop firms. UK though. Guys, another fucking banger. Probably should have entered. Audrey's dad does black is crazy. Calm down, cartoony. Give me a second. We're back. Guys, I think we're end up gonna hit a 101, to be honest. That sucks. It doesn't suck. It's a good thing. But we'll see. Again, I told you guys I'm just gonna sit on my hands today and kind of just watch. I think I come up with 5 strategy. Hell yeah, let's go, Chew. You caught these sells. Again, these sells are fire, guys. Again, I do think price has potential to run down further. If it does, sucks that I did not get in, you know. But again, it is what it is. I always tell you guys, I'm here to trade my plan in my system. I'm not saying this wasn't part of my plan, but I originally did not like price off the jump. Again, we both swept Tokyo highs and lows. I think sells did look better, higher time frame in this case. And going back into data later, let's say if this trade does end up winning, I could end up just writing that down as being like, okay, overall higher time frames did look good. We manipulated both Asia highs and lows. There was not much liquidity sitting as far as looking at previous sessions. Now it's like, you know, is the higher time frames key when it comes to no longer seeing any, you know, buy side liquidity and sell side has been swept from previous session, right? And again, I'm just telling you guys that because it's just an example of the data I'm getting myself, you know, even though, you know, again, you always have to be getting data, you know, but you can always make your system better. You can always, you know, whatever it is. Caught it when the second candle open. Hell yeah. Just help me not second guess myself. Nicks, are you in the trade? No, I'm not cartooning. I hopped in DAX and came out my PM lows. Hell yeah. I'm not in the DAX trade, guys. I did not shoot. Again, I told you guys I'm going to sit on my hands today. I just personally did not like the markets from the start. Again, price could win. Just told you guys. Could just be a good data point if it does. If it does, it is what it is. I know a lot of you guys were able to capitalize on it. That's all I care about, really. I'm happy. That's 2 W's on the week if it does run to the 101 yesterday and today. Again, 46 you guys in here. Amazing. If you guys are in the trade, let's run it up. Guys, spread would have been horrible on this too. I can't lie. Spread was fucking dog, I think. I don't know if it was UK 100 actually. It may have been UK 100 that it was dog. Price should continue to drop here. Again, the daily's looking pretty good for that. So could come down, sweep yesterday's low. Don't need to trade anymore. Caught gold buys. Hell yeah. Glad you caught those, cartoony. Fire. Fire, fire. So get hot in here. Price is taking forever, guys. I'm really just kind of sitting around waiting for price to do its thing, just to kind of see what it does. For the people that did enter, I think you guys are solid. For price to run to that 101, truly. Again, price is invalid, and the one thing that you could see, and again, it could look bad, is price top wicking to fill this massive gap that was created before coming down. But let's hope that price just ends up pushing with volume to that 101. You guys can secure profits and get out before price does that, because price will eventually do that. But it's just a matter of, is it now? Is it in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? Could be an hour, you know? So next, don't nervous when I see you at meet and greets, bro. Dude. Why the fuck would I be nervous, Cartoony? hmm. Cartoony, you actually gonna pull up? You gonna fly out from fucking Punjab and come to San Diego or what? For a meetup? We have one. Is that what I'm hearing, my guy? Is it now? Guys, like I said, price could end up top wicking. Again, could be a possibility. If you guys don't know, I'm not in it. Did not want to shoot. And I'm fine. First I go Escondido for curve lizards, then I come to you. Cartoony, that's crazy, bro. I'm not shaking your hand after hearing that shit. I don't know what the fuck you got. Cartoony, dope but dirty to pull up on Nicks. Dude, you know it'd be legendary? A pick of me, Cartoony, and top songs. That would make my year. That's all I need. I'll hang that shit right there, the entire stream to see. That's crazy, but that'd be a crazy meetup. In a cage or bedroom? That's crazy. Rice Ninja, what the fuck, man? Is zesty combo? Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I could hang around those guys. They are pretty zesty, you know. Yeah, Clarity has spread. All Forex has spread. That's what, Cartoony? Make no fucking sense. Price is moving a little bit slower. Again, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I still think price has bound to move. I really just want to see it either run a stop or TP, just to kind of see what happens, to see if I was right in my overall bias or wrong. Again, I didn't enter, but I do think price does have room to sell off. I mean, again, you guys are probably thinking, why the fuck didn't you enter if you think price is gonna sell off? Well, I just didn't like fucking price. I didn't like how price looked off the rip. Again, we weren't really too clear. Again, last couple weeks, we've seen some crazy, really nice textbook setups. And again, it's not always going to be clean. But again, if I can wait a day, tomorrow's an A+ setup, I can shoot then. Beautiful. Today's a winner. And I got to go back into data and say, okay, next time around, let's see how I can capitalize on this and make sure I'm not sitting on my hands on these trades, even when the markets aren't necessarily looking to my standards. Boom, got data. I can refine. I can, you know, get even more data, and then at some point if I need to add or subtract or do whatever I need to do, refine or make my system better, I can. That's what data is for. You guys should be getting data. If you guys don't get data, sorry, you guys don't want it bad enough. Sorry. It's really that simple. You guys aren't journaling and tracking every single trade you take, you guys do not want it bad enough, because that is what's going to take you to the next level. I kid you not. Everybody in the mentorship that I teach in with Luca, as soon as we got him one on a trading plan, tracking all their trades, entirely different trading. Entirely different. But again, you can either take my advice and run with it, or you can take my advice and sit on it. We almost got kicked out for not journaling. I kid you not. I told the mentorship that like I would get annoying with journaling, and that I would not answer questions until people had a system. So you had a plan. I wouldn't answer you, because it's so fucking important. You guys don't understand. Even if you're new, I'd rather have someone be new and have a shit fucking plan and something to go off of than to not have a plan and to be blindly trading, because at least you have something to go off of and refine and add to. And if you need to take away anything from it, again, you can do so. What's up, Fru? How you doing? Again, all this advice I give you guys, I wish I had this advice. I truly did. Again, I learned about journaling from someone on YouTube for free, just like you guys are doing right now. I took and I ran with it, and I did the unimaginable and the unthinkable with it. And now I'm in a position where it's like, wow, I can now teach it. And again, it goes to show, I mean, it's very, very important. Track your trades, journaling, all that. It's the same thing. But then getting data, because even if you don't take trades, you should still be getting data. You should have I have a back test section where you can journal these nuts on your forehead, cartoony. You're on a 1 minute. You're on a 1 minute. You forgot who you're talking to, cartoony. Forgot who you're talking to. No, but even then, I have a back test section. Oh my god, I can't talk. Where I'll even go back in there and just put trades I don't necessarily take, or that I'll see later on, or in a back testing session, and just use it for data. Again, you never know when data is going to be good or used, or can be used, right? Right, Ninja? Yeah. Bro deserves that shit. I hope he's sitting there just like fucking trying to type and send a message and he can't. And I hope he's freaking out and wondering why he can't send it, and then going refreshing YouTube a bunch of times and trying again. He still can't. He's freaking out. That's what I hope he's going through right now. Okay, guys, we're just waiting for price to do its thing. We're moving super slow, which is very, very shitty. Again, I just want to see price dump. I just want to see what price does. Again, I could probably end soon. Probably end in like 4 minutes, depending on what price does. If it just continues to consolidate within this area, you know, I'll get off. You guys know I want you guys to have your own plan and your own system, so you should be able to manage and manage accordingly. If not, if you want my advice on it, I'd say prices still can. I'd still have open stops if I was in this trade. At this point, either it hits 101 or it doesn't. The only time I would move to break even is if we like started edging TP, but I don't think that's going to happen. We're either going to push down or we're going to push up, but I do think we have a chance of pushing up to fill this gap. I think that's a massive possibility. So just be aware of that. And that's why I would not be at break even just yet, because I know price could do that, may not get stopped out, and price could just dump back down. Again, we could see price dump now, and it looks like that's what we're doing. We're breaking lows. That's what I'd like to see. It'd be nice to see prices dump from here. You guys capitalize on a winner. Again, we can have Nicks do buzz cut if 7-day win streak. Dude, if this one wins right here, it's already 2 days. That means no. Because the chances of us going on a 7-day win streak are pretty fucking likely, cartoony. And I'm not doing a buzz cut, man. I'm not doing a buzz cut. Fuck no. I would get clowned on. And it's not like I necessarily care what others think, but fuck no, I'm just not stupid. The most I would do is dye my hair, and that's a stretch. That's crazy. That's a crazy stretch. It need to be for a good ass reason. Alright, guys, price is just being priced, guys. They're just chopping around again. You could move to break even now if you're fearful that price could flip on you, but again, I still think price is bound to move down. We're just being a little bit slower right now. This could be because we do have news coming here soon, and price could just be consolidating until news comes out. So that could be something that you do take into account when it comes to managing your trade from here on out. Again, because that could really affect your trade, and could affect price from here or from now until news comes out. What's the one currency that you constantly spend without knowing the balance of? What? What are you talking about, cartoony? You're just talking about fucking money. I don't know what you're talking about, cartoony. You're always off something, cartoony. I swear, you're off fucking drugs every time you come in here. 7-day win streak, we go into TJ next. Dude, don't tempt me, bro. I've actually never been a TJ, though. But I'm actually so down. Imagine NLT takes over fucking TJ. Then you see on the news how we fucking single-handedly took... No, I'm not. I was going to say some crazy shit right now. Never mind. I'm not even going to risk saying that fuck shit. And my next crash on Cartoony is pure comedy. Dude, Cartoony's seriously off something every time he comes in here. He really fucking is. I mean, he really, really is. It's off the wall questions. It's entertaining, granted. But sometimes I'm just like, what in the actual fuck? Currency is time, bro. Bro's hitting me with fucking riddles and bullshit and trick questions to try to fucking make me sound stupid. I had a feeling it was time. And I said money. That's my fault. Heard TJ got some good Chinese food. Are you talking about what I think you're talking about, Rice Ninja? That type of Chinese food? That's crazy. I gotta send that to Luca. Wow. That made my night, Rice Ninja. That was amazing. Can Jolt's jobs opening yes affect? Possibly. Again, I don't know too much about fundamentals to like really like say like, oh, like yes, it's gonna have a pretty big effect or whatever. But you still will see some effects, especially with like, let's say it's USD CPI. Again, USD doesn't have too much of an effect, but bigger news calls, again, like Fed, like Powell speaks, could see some, movement in the markets. But again, I don't really pay too much attention to it if it's not during a time that could affect me. I do need to do a little bit more studying in fundamentals. I just basically stay away from news. I do know the basics and like understanding of which ones are bigger: GDP, CPI, NFP, Jerome Powell, like stuff like that. Those are major red news versus some other things like unemployment claims can be big sometimes, but again, it's typically not as big of a move as you'll see with like CPI releases and stuff like that. Good reaction, good topic. Let's just hope price runs down. We can call it a day, call it a W, and I can fucking get out of here, go to sleep, wake up, and do the same thing tomorrow. Because I'm honestly a little tired. I always say that, and then I like stay up. RV or Rudy, did you get in sales? What's your dream car? Dream car, being delusional as fuck, but delusional is a good thing. Delusion's a good thing. Again, I can tell you guys I was delusional all the way up until this point, and I'll continue to be delusional until I own an SVJ. That's my dream car, SVJ, and I will have one day. Toyota Camry. That's crazy. Rudy Buck. Dude, nah. SVJ for sure, man. I mean, obviously, like I think I'd end up getting like just a Huracan, like an Evo or something before. Because again, SVJ, there's levels to the game, of course, but SVJ definitely. We all delulu. Or you have to be. You have to be delusional, but you have to be so fucking delusional, bro. You don't understand. So with all my data that you've collected, are 101 are more profitable for you on a consistent basis? Yeah, just because my win rate's pretty damn high. Losses about once a week. One loss a week. Usually it's either on a Sunday or into Monday or Thursday into Friday. And yesterday we won. So I'm not saying Thursday into Friday is going to be a loss, guys. I'm not saying that, but it's more likely than not. It's just based off data. But yes, Ashley. But again, like yesterday, we go to this trade like this where I just talk about data because we caught these sells yesterday. And again, price ran for a 1.8. I'm not saying I would have capitalized on that 1.8, but this is just good data going forward that even though I am profitable and I am consistently doing very, very good with 101s because we have a high win rate, I could maybe now look to hold runners in certain conditions when higher timeframes are really aligning in my favor, if you could say. to allow price to continue to run off. Because again, if I could capitalize on an extra, 2, 3, 4 hours, that's insane. It really is. I mean, but again, I'm content at 1-on-1 a lot of times too. And the reason I go for 1-on-1s is because all I'm expecting is price to shoot for these 1-on-1s, especially when I'm dealing with like liquidity areas like this, where we have Tokyo low sitting down here. Price a lot of times will just come down, manipulate these areas of liquidity, and have a reaction in the opposite way. Therefore, a lot of the times it will only give me a 1-on-1 majority of the time. So yes, there are situations where price can run and potentially I can catch them in the future, but I'm going to need more data to support me making that decision in holding runners. Because let's say in the next couple weeks, I've noticed that there's been bigger trades than usual, and I need to start capitalizing on them. And if I can, of course I'm going to. But if data doesn't allow me to, or doesn't show that it's worth it, I'm just gonna stick to 1-on-1s. It's doing perfectly fine right now, so I guess we'll both have an SVJ. Tay, you already know it, man. Gonna be Lambros. If you guys don't know, Tay's a student. I'm making sure bro's in a Lambo. I'm gonna make sure of it. If I'm in a Lambo, bro's gonna be in a Lambo. That's how it works. Tay, don't you already have a Lambo? Dude, he might. Tay's been killing it. Guys, gold's about to run to that 1-on-1. Pretty nice. I'd say it's a pretty damn W day. Even though I didn't take it, I still am going to call it a W day. Again, fire trade, fire analysis. And again, all it is just going to be used as data going forward. Yes, it sucks. One less W on the week, but you guys already know how the week goes. We're going to continue to win. Already won yesterday. And again, textbook trades. It's the same system every single day on repeat. You guys already know. So again, let's just go over this one real quick, because I do want to go over it with you guys. And the reason I want to go over it is because I think this was still a fire trade, even though I didn't enter, just because of the fact of higher time frame analysis. And again, just looking at the daily, beautiful top wick, we can expect price to now sweep daily lows, something I did not see until price had already sold off. And again, I'm not saying that would have necessarily changed my analysis to enter, but definitely could have. And going forward, it's just good data to remember that, okay, even though we already swept and manipulated session highs and lows, we still have daily highs and lows. And again, that's still a very, very big liquid point that we could see price selling off to. And again, we're probably going to see that. We're probably going to see price all the way down into here. So again, beautiful trade. Makes sense. Take what the market gives you and revalue after the hits. Exactly. Actually, again, I kid you not. If you guys just stuck to one system, day in and day out, track your trades, even if you lost for a little bit, even if you missed some trades and just got data and tracked and refined and bettered it, or bettered your system, maybe you have to take some things out, add some things in. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while, but it's going to be worth it. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be worth it. Because again, every single day, it's the same trades that I take and I call, same analysis and same ideology behind every single thing. Let me know your thoughts on US30. Rudy, you already know what I'm going to tell you, my guy. This is what I'm going to tell Rudy, guys. I think price could sell off and sweep this liquidity, but because I personally would only trade US30 during New York, you really need to wait for London, because London's really going to tell you a lot on how to play New York. Because again, you have to remember that what New York's going to do is really play off previous session. It's going to look to manipulate previous session highs and lows potentially. Again, also depending on higher time frames too. So when it comes to these these US pairs, I need to wait for London to play out. Unlike these pairs over here, complete difference. Okay, because we're playing off Asia. And if you were to play off Asia on US30, because I know some people do trade during London, I think sells are fire. Again, we still have Tokyo highs unmanipulated, and we could see price run these lows during London, chop around, and then during New York, we could see highs be ran after, potentially. But That's my opinion on it. W day, guys. Again, I would already be out personally. We're just sweeping this low right here. Pretty big liquidity point. Again, it's every low is liquidity, but certain lows have more liquidity, and you can see price clearly had a massive bullish reaction after this low was created. So you can infer, or at least I can, that price is going to have a decent reaction after sweeping this low. I'm not saying price is going to just completely flip. It could. I still think price is bound to push and sweep these daily lows, because again, that's also a massive liquidity area, or liquidity point. So Pips calling that drop. I love that. Again, as long as you guys are winning, I'm happy. That's all I care about. You guys are winning. Perfect. Perfect. Again, you guys know I didn't take this trade, but I'm still going to call it a W day. I still say we're on a win streak. Why? Because won yesterday, W today, going to win tomorrow. If we're not doing that 7 win streak bullshit where I'm a fucking buzz cut, so don't think about that ever again. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I think I'm out of here. Nice little stream, a little bit longer than usual, but hope you guys enjoyed. Free sauce, free trades, free wins, free money. Beautiful. So you guys are awesome. I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's stream. Again, title today was we're winning today. We won today. Gonna win tomorrow. Hopefully all week. You guys know how it goes. We're usually on a win streak every single week, but losses are a part of the game. So be prepared for that. This is when I say be here every single day, because you guys don't know when I'm gonna win, when I'm gonna sit on my hands, when there's gonna be a loss. But if you're here every day, you're gonna have the same results as me. Again, everybody that's been here every single day, I kid you not, has made a fuck ton of money. I don't mean to cuss, but you can ask Jocko. You can ask Jocko. You can ask anyone. You can ask Fru. You can ask a lot of people. So, again, appreciate you guys. All the great value. Appreciated. Casper, you're amazing. Rudy, you're amazing. Ashley, Cypher, you're awesome too. W Cypher, everyone W Cypher. But spam W's, like it up. 30 views, 7 viewers. Called a W, another W. I'll be back tomorrow. Tay, you're awesome as well. Again, if I missed your name, you guys are all amazing. If you guys did not know that, if no one told you that today, just know you're amazing. But that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow.